Ganyan kadami mga kasangga ang deboto ng Poong Black Nazaret at nalalapit na ngayon ang kanyang selebrasyon. Subalit may nakambang panganib dahil nga sa pandemyang ating nararanasan ngayon. Maintindihan kayo ng mga deboto kung sakaling masuspindi muna ang kanilang selebrasyon ngayong taon na ito? Well, ayon kay Pangulong Duterte, our job is to come up with critical decisions to protect public health and public safety. Umaapila siya sa Catholic Church to cancel all physical gathering, including the processions of the Black Nazaret and the celebrations of masses to avoid transmissions of the disease. All gatherings are not allowed, never mind the power of the government. This is just an appeal to the hierarchy of the church and look at it at the broader way of understanding. Tungayan ang buong detalye. At kapag hindi pa nakapag-subscribe, subscribe na upang tuloy-tuloy ang ating talakayan.
Also to the people if we do not act correctly or fail to come up with measures to protect public interest and public health. You know, the ministant functions of government are for government to come up with measures that would protect all kinds of the scope of governance is you have to come up with measures to protect public health, public safety, public order, the public, the general welfare of the people. So I apologize in advance, and I beg your full understanding of what we have discussed every talk to the people. We have stressed that our job is really to come up with critical decisions to protect public health and public safety. Kung nakinig ang Roman Catholic Church, I am now appealing to you to forgo and cancel all physical gatherings, including the procession and the celebration of Mass sa church. Because marami yan sila. There are millions of devotees there. And you cannot just be complacent about the transmission of the disease. Sana maintindihan ako ng Roman Catholic that all gatherings are not allowed. Never mind about power of government. This is just an appeal to the hierarchy of the church to look at it on a broader understanding that it would really be a super spreader as sinabi ni Dr. Wong. Kaya mapipilitan ako na maghingi ng tulong sa lahat ng konektado sa church, especially in the governance of the religion. We will siguro send somebody to bring the letter, a formal letter. But I know in advance, I apologize for this, but I have to do it because I have to do it. Wala akong magawa. That is the advice from you and the government and all doctors, actually, I suppose. This is not a conjecture, but most of the doctors that I have talked except yung mga ayaw rin magpabakuna. They are a different kind of tribe. Ewan ko kung anong tribo nila. Basta may mga doktor na ayaw. Huwag kayong makinig doon. Makinig kayo sa gobyerno kasi ang gobyerno nakikinig rin sa doktor. Na ngayon, kung magpayabangan tayo sinong magandang doktor, hindi panahon yan. Then we cannot protect public interest and public safety. So, sana maintindihan ng you have to forgo with the procession sa Black Nazarene, including sa church. Kasi marami yung devotees, I said, and if you deprive them of the procession, they might want to go there to just pray to the Black Nazarene. Ako man, I said, I believe in God. Walang problema yan. But I have to do things which I hate to do. As I said, pero kailangan gawin ko bakis trabaho ko. And this is not my decision. This is called C-U-L-L-D, called from the so many views and opinions from several doctors. Importante na si Secretary Duque would agree to na so kasi kung magsabi siya na optional yan, medyo may problema na ang gobyerno. And governance really starts from dito because we belong to the executive department. We execute laws. Ang batas sa Congress yan. Pag-implement or execute the laws that they have legislated belongs now to the executive department. Kaya tawag executive because you have to execute the laws that are passed by Congress. Garon para maintindihan ninyo. Just a few minutes ago, the Secretary of Justice binasa niya yung mga pertinent kaya yung gray area, tawag naman yan, gray areas, kagaya nung sa to discipline or to prevent a guy. Pero okay na yan ngayon because Secretary Anyo said they had already planned before I arrived. Galing na rin ako sa probinsya. Nagplano na sila kung anong gawin. So I appreciate their zeal sa trabaho nila. So yan ang mga kung if there is somebody to blame actually, it's the Omicron itself. Doon tayo magalit dyan sa wala man tayong except for magagalit lang kami na kagaya niyang ayaw magpabakuna tapos you are known or you have that reputation generated by your refusal for the vaccine and that is known in the neighborhood or in the municipality. Tapos you are reported by the barangay captain na hindi nagpabakuna yan. So the barangay captain has to verify and validate the report at kayo ang first line of sa defense, lalo na sa enforcement of the laws because the barangay captains really are persons in authority. Sila mismo. Hindi pa nga yung yung mga lahat ng pulis, due respect to, they are called agents of a person in authority. Sa linya namin, sa taas, pero Sa baba, wala na eh. Pero itong barangay, kanila yan. So, barangay captains, you are put on notice and the order for you to find out the persons who are not compliant with the laws for the refusal to have the vaccines. You can actually prevent them from leaving the house. And if they refuse, because they are persons in authority, you can just insist and arrest him. Kung may pulis na lang ang utusan ninyo. Pero pag walang pulis, as a person in authority, you can now use reasonable force for him not to continue with this jaywalking sa daan. Kasi you pose a danger to the society. And kung maglaban ka at napukpok ka ng police o barangay captain, and if that is really the issue, whether or not you obey the law, tapos lumabang ka, then it's kailangan, because, remember, this is the side. When you are placed under arrest, marami lang hindi ka lang to. Kaya yung iba lumalaban eh. Kung ganon. Kaya punta noon sa bar, arestado kayo na. Nag-inom lang kami dito. Pera naman namin to eh. So you are now arrested. If you are arrested, the duty of the police is to inform you that you have committed a crime and that you have to obey government by going with him to the station. At doon, book ka for whatever act that you have done that's illegal, tapos laglagay ka sa prisuhan. Yun. Ngayon, kung kailangan na ito tandaan ninyo, para maintindihan ng lahat kung bakit minsan nakikita ninyo nagbugbog yung pulis at talagang nagagrapple, ito ang tandaan ninyo. Hindi yan sabihin ninyo police brutality. Kasi kung ayaw ninyo magpa-aresto, then the police is negligent of his duty to place the offender or the culprit under his control. Kaya pag inaresto mong tao, tapos sabihin ng pulis, sumama ka sa akin sa istasyon or the barangay captain. You come, we should go to the barangay hall for you to be investigated. Pag ayaw mo, the arrest is, the order of arrest is, you are placed under authority. And yung offender is, as a citizen, you are under order to submit peacefully. Sabi ng police ito, arestado ka. Pwede bang sumama ka sa istasyon? At pag ayaw, then the police is allowed to use kapitan reasonable force. What is the kind of force? Well, commensurate of what force is also being employed by the person in authority. So, dadalhin ka doon sa istasyon, hawakan ka. Pagka lumaban ka, kaya may batuta yung pulis talagang paluin ka. Yung ako naman, sabi ko, paluin lang sa paa. Lalo na yung mga lasing. Bakit? Pera mo ba itong, ganun yan walang pulis dito kasi amin itong ininom namin. Sino ba yung pulis dyan? Si Carlos, hindi ko kilala yan. Ganun yan May connection ako. Kilala ko si General, itong si Major, walang kilala ko si Congressman. Tapos lumaban. He will have to use reasonable force. Yung reasonable lang. To maybe disable you to resist. Because once you resist the arrest, you are now also committing a crime of resisting arrest. And if you hurt or you put up a good fight, tapos na in the person, the agent of a person in authorities, the police, the military, ikaw ang kawawa. May kaso ka na, patros lumaban ka pa. Yung iba, hinihila talaga. Sa minsan, yung hinahampas yung paa, pagka sumama ka. Now, pagdating doon sa istasyon, huwag mo sabihin na pinalo ng pulis yan. Hindi ikaw yung hindi sumama. The duty of a citizen is when the police announces authority, you have to, guys, keep your cool and do not argue. Total pagdating doon sa pag imbestiga ka na at nakulong ka, and if you find a ground to file or sue the police, you can always do that. At itong tinasabi ko ngayon, ito ang hindi naintindihan ng human rights. Lalo ng mga bata. Pag ang bata inuli ng talagang mag-grapple sa iyo. I have seen that many times. Ngayon naman, yung pulis na nakikita nila na parang nagbabakbakan at binatuta yung tao, sigurado yan, lumaban. Kasi kung walang resistance, if there is no violent resistance, there is no reason at all for the police to inflict. It only becomes a sin pagka ayaw mong sumama kasi ang order sa police, saan niya dalhin? Alang-alang sa restaurant. When you are arrested, talagang dalhin ka sa, you cannot bring him to a restaurant and should be brought to the police station for documentation and investigation. And kung if you are detained, then you start to look for a lawyer. Kasi pag hindi, minsan may preliminary investigation na summary, or not really summary, what nandyan na, lalo na yung itong people that are arrested in connection with crimes. Pag inaresto ka ng pulis, diretso ka na, dalhin ka sa estasyon, at maghingian sila ng preliminary investigation summary. You will be investigated right there and then, and the fiscal now will decide. Pag sinabi siyang i-file ko yung kaso, you remain in this time inside the jail. Ganon ang takbo ng maraming hindi kasi nakakaintindi. Kala nila kung kita nila yung pulis nakipagdumugan dyan, because his duty is to bring you under the authority of government and bring you to the police station. Kaya marami dyan ang hindi nakaintindi, lumalaban. Bakit mo ako dalhin na maghanap pa ako ng abogado? Well, I'm sorry, but that is not the law. You can call your lawyer if you have the cell phone, but you have also to honor the authority of government and surrender and go with the police to the station. But nobody would prevent you from calling somebody. You can call your family, your father. Yan ang tandaan ninyo yan, ha? Kasi maraming hindi nakaintindi talaga ng. Alam ko, kawawa ang pulis eh. Kasi yung mga bata.
Well, mga kasangga, alam na dis. Baka naman, pwede na mag-like, mag-share at mag-comment. Diyos siyag ngina, Apo. Hanggang sa muli!